Audun has the most envious job, I think, in the world right now, although he has to travel a lot. He gets to go around and look for startups and help large incubator figure out how to bring that to commercialization. So Audun, welcome to the stage, and look forward to your talk.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you very much. So I'm going to talk about structural innovation. I'm going to share one way of doing that on a kind of industrial scale or at a scale with big corporates. So I think today it's fair to say that being head of corporate innovation in a large company is one of the most difficult jobs you can have. And why do I say that? It's because it's like going back to 1999 today and have a very firm opinion on how internet will look today. It is basically impossible. All the experts we talked about earlier and myself, we have opinions about this, but probably we are all going to be wrong, right? So this is one approach to structural innovation. But first, let me introduce myself very quickly. So I'm Audun, the guy from Norway with a very difficult name. I have the honor of being managing director of Techstars Energy, together with Statoil, the Norwegian energy giant, McKinsey, and Kongsberg. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I've started and sold 2 companies. I also teach innovation at University in Oslo, one of Europe's top 50 business schools. So I'm also a former consultant with PwC. So, as I said, today I think it's fair to say that huge corporates are terrified by the competitive pressure out there. If you read any newspaper, it is in Europe, probably also here in India, the word disruption comes up, and you think that, in 3-4 months your company will be out of business, and that is of course not the point. But you need to develop a structured approach how to tackle this in the future. And it used to be like this. The big corporates out there were the lions lying on the hills waiting for something to come by. There was no stress. It was not hard. Everything came to you. Today, when I talk to executives all over the world, it is more like this. 10,000 bees flying around. It's impossible to understand what's going on out there, and it's hard to actually get a big overview of what is actually coming. And that is basically the one question I get from executives when I talk to people, that, what is going on there, Audun? What's coming next? Who, where, what country, in what area? And the truth is that nobody really knows, right? And that is a humble thing to acknowledge. Nobody really knows. But one piece of structural innovation can mean to launch an ambitious accelerator. And probably it doesn't come as a big surprise. I work there for Techstars, which is together with Y Combinator. Techstars is probably the 2 of the world's biggest innovation ecosystems that helps entrepreneurs succeed. And we work with some of the biggest corporates in the world, everything from Amazon to Ford to SAP. And I then head up the accelerator together with Statoil. And we're looking for energy startups. So what do we do? What is this all about? Why am I here? So I'm on this worldwide tour now. Ron said I'm very lucky. I think I'm very lucky, actually. I believe so, but it's also hard to travel a lot. So I'm coming now from Singapore, Shanghai, Bangalore yesterday, and now in Delhi. So I'm looking for 10 global energy startups. 10. I want at least 2 from India to come in and to apply to the program. Those 10 companies that get in and filter through this process, they will spend 3 months in Oslo, from September to December. I know it's cold, but you're going to be inside and working anyway. Those 10 companies will receive world-class mentoring and help from these 3 large corporates, Statoil, Kongsberg, and McKinsey. There'll actually be more than 100 mentors. These are really skilled business executives and domain experts that will help your startup succeed and scale. And they will also receive fast-track business opportunities from those 3 corporates. Being a founder myself, coming into such a network, working with big corporates that want to help and scale your company is worth everything. That's just a fact. And just to say, I mentioned the word ambitious in this article on the side here from Harvard Business Review. Talks about what these accelerators really do. And in that journal, Techstars was mentioned as one of the best in the world. And that was actually a direct reason why I started working with Techstars. So what does Techstars Energy look for? So we look for 10 companies in 4 sectors. Traditional oil and gas technologies, new business models, so it's totally new ways of making money in the energy space. Of course, blockchain is obviously part of this, obviously. Digitalization. Fun fact, Statoil has more than 29 petabytes of data that they can train algorithms on. And every startup I talked to, and yesterday I had a chat here in Delhi about this with startups, everybody wants access to data, right, to improve their technology and their software. And we have massive amount of data to offer. I'm also looking at renewables, wind, solar, hydro, everything that actually is enabling energy platforms for the future. But if I may be a little bit more specific, and this slide is way too busy, I've been told that before, but if you're a startup, I'm very sure that you will look at least 1 or 2 or 3 of these technologies in combination. So those are the things I'm looking for in the 10 startups. Now, coming from Singapore, I've experienced that, and by visiting McKinsey's expertise center there within Industry 4.0, they are very strong in logistics solution and Industry 4.0. Coming to India, this is a massive pool of talent here, right, within software, for instance. So here I hope I will get some companies within AI or platform technologies. Also cybersecurity companies is perfect for this. I think it's fairly similar to secure a financial network than to securing 200,000 sensors on an energy platform or an oil rig that Statoil operates all over the world. These are massive opportunities for companies that can get in. My final slide, why I love this job is actually because I get to be the guy in the middle there, right? Meeting young, aggressive, nimble startups that basically want to tackle the world. On the other side, there are large, very professional, large players that would like to work with these startups. And I'm the guy in the middle trying to make this actually work. So with that, anybody that's interested in this, we made a corporate landing page, techstars.statoil.com. All the information is there, even how to apply. Anybody here in the room has family, founder, friends that have a startup in this place? Reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.